Giving all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Hawachakodash, and double honors to our apostles and elders, her great millstone, peace and blessings to the Lord's hopefully elect. So just coming in the spirit of, I watched Elder Damasha Potts lesson a few days ago, where it's titled, Listen to Your Leadership, Don't Be a Liability Israelite. And the message was, pretty plain that you got brothers that's under leadership, and they ain't receiving the counsel of what the counsel gives them, and they end up, making these decisions that half the time ends up being foolish, or over time results in the person being in the same situation probably over and over again. And it's exhorting to listen to nonetheless, no matter what your position is a good listen, because it just keeps you a reminder, like the elder kept harping on, is to make sure that your life is a good leading example for other brothers. Because if you're going to counsel or give any counsel to any other brother, you better make sure that that your life's in order as well. And it really hit me because, in this life that we have as men, okay, as a man, as an Israelite man, in this truth in Babylon the Great, as a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American man, okay, especially as a so-called black man, okay, in this society that we live in, man, all you really have, okay, you don't have any fucking support out here, okay. Eve, all the other nations, as well as Eve, the so-called black woman, they have some type of falling back on in this society. It's gonna come to an end, but they have Esau Edom gives them, advantages and whatnot. Hey, as a man, you don't have that shit. What fucking system do we have to follow? We don't have it. So at the very least, if you have counsel from other men, okay, these are our spiritual fathers, your brothers in your camps who's giving you wise counsel. They're basically like your spiritual fathers for the most part. Jake, we struggle with that growing up, getting actual good counsel from father figures. So you got a Herkin. If you believe that these men are set up by Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, when it comes to like life counsel, you got to understand that maybe what they're saying has some value. Maybe what they're saying has some virtue. Okay, because in this life, you ain't gonna have nobody to receive you in like women do. Okay, and I've learned that growing up, I never got no damn support from the damn system, and that's just back when I was, just looking for Pell Grants or whatever it is. And I got told straight up to my face for years on end, they're not gonna give you nothing because you are a single man. And I said, what the fuck? I said, you actually have somebody trying to better themselves, and there's no fucking support, but you have people out here who just abusing the system, right? Not going to use anything for what it is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, well, damn, what the help did I get? And that's a life lesson as a man. Like, okay, you really ain't got no help out here, right? So at the very least, what I try to counsel brothers is, you know what I'm saying, you need to be more concerned about getting your own life together first, and make sure that your life is, at least stable. Strive for that at the least, because some brothers find themselves in situations that's more advantageous than other brothers, and then they making stupid decisions. They making foolish decisions after they hearing counsel from their own leadership or for their own brothers, man. And you know what I'm saying? It's like what Elder D Mash was harping on. You don't want to be that liability Israelite, man, where you just keep making the same mistake over and over, and you're not listening to the hurt counsel of the man that's over you. Just one chapter, man. This is Sirach 33, verse 18. It says, "Hear me, O ye great men of the people, and hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another, lest they repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again. As long as thou livest and hast breath in thee, give not thyself over to any. For it is better, for better it is that thy children should seek to thee and thou shouldest stand to their courtesy. So what does that mean? That means you got to make sure that you yourself are stable in this truth, just as a man in general. Okay. You can't let your like women run you, women rule you. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to know how to take care of yourself before you could try to take care of, because you got brothers that just they want, if they was to like step out, they wanted to be with a woman or whatever the case is. Like, okay, but is your life in order first? You need to make sure that you can take care of your damn self first, because the moment shit hits the fan or shit goes south in your household, she's still gonna look at you and rely on you to the problem solve. But you got brothers who their life ain't even really up there yet, but they want to take on all this baggage and this burdens and whatnot. When you need to be concerned about is getting your own life together first. Because if you can't even really take care of yourself and be responsible for yourself, how you gonna be responsible for another? That's why Paul quoted, "He that can't even rule his own household, how he gonna rule over the church?" So the scriptures do talk about, to a degree, I wouldn't even say to a degree, you got to learn how to be mature in this thing. You have to be mature. You have to be a good example and lead by your own life. Because it's one thing for us to go out there like Elder D. Mash was harping on. We go out there, we curse out Esau, Edom, how he's a terrible ruler and whatever. But we ourselves aren't even really being good examples of leaders, good examples of rulers. If we the Lord's chosen people, we got to actually display a good example of what it's like to be a good leader and whatnot. Now we know life is going to hit us at all angles, okay? But you have situations where brothers would kill to be in your situation, and you're basically free, from the shackles maybe of the system, any kids or whatever, and you still making poor decisions. Like, how does that happen? It's like, how does that happen? And that's because you still haven't matured yet. And I'm telling you, life is going to teach you, especially in Babylon the Great, as a man, you don't have nothing to fall back on. We as men, we don't have that luxurious privilege. We don't have that like women do. Women will always have somebody to receive them in for the most part, whether it's their father, their mother, a man. They know they can fall back on something. As a man, you do not have that in this world. You don't. So the only one that's really gonna have your back out here in these streets, as you can say, is yourself. Okay. And you have to be able to know how to take care of yourself. You have to, stop being concerned about, being quick to try to run up to be, in bondage under some woman, or you just foolishly spending her, foolishly spending her, right? But here it is, you still got, shit that you ain't paid off. And it's like, well, why you ain't pay the shit off, right? If you can afford it, why you ain't pay the shit off? I don't want, okay, but you blowing money here and you blowing money there. You know what I'm saying? And the next thing you know, you're going to be asking brothers for help. You know what I'm saying? Stupid shit. You can't do that out here. In this world that you live in, you have to be able to know how to put yourself first in a lot of cases. You have to know how to live an example. You don't have, as a man, you do not have the luxury of making mistakes for the most part out here, because the world is not, how do you say, respectful of that. The world is against you. All it takes is for you to get caught up in Esau's system one time and you have to go to court, whatever, and you'll realize just how much the world's against you, especially as an Israelite man. We don't have the luxury of having all these benefits and whatnot like women do. Even the scriptures tell you to learn from nature, learn from lions. Okay, a male lion has two fates, either death by starvation or death by another male. Right? Once a lioness gets a part of a family, a pride, they live. They are guaranteed to eat all their days. They don't have to leave. They don't have exile, nothing like that. A male lion, his fate is exile, death by starvation, or death in battle. That's the reality, and that's the cold reality that we as men live on this earth. You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on your family to bail you out all the time. You can't rely on your wife. Okay, the scripture is telling you that you want to be in a position where you have some control over your own life. Okay. It goes on to say, in all thy works keep to thyself the preeminence, leave not a stain in thine honor. At the time when thou shalt end thy days and finish thy life, distribute thine inheritance. Now, it's not talking about being selfish, okay? But it's saying, know how to stand on your own 2 feet. Because in this world, just like you would tell your son, all right, just like you would tell any young man out there, look, the world does not forgive us. The world does not forgive the mistakes of a man, especially if you're an Israelite man. We don't have that luxury like other people or like women. Okay, life is rough for us, so you have to know how to stand on your own 2 feet. Stop being overly concerned about shit that don't matter or chasing behind women all the damn time. You know, your life ain't even, you worried about women when your life ain't even together yet. You know what I'm saying? But you just so concerned about a woman or locking down it, but your life ain't even together yet. Why are you so be concerned about getting your life together first before you be concerned about such things? You know what I'm saying? Because when you step out into the real world, it's going to show you that nobody is there for you, unless really the only person that got your back is yourself, outside of, the brotherhood or whatnot. But you're yourself. You have to be able to lead by example, man. And the scriptures teach us as a man how to know how to stand on our own 2 feet. Okay, because once you get to an adult age, the Lord requires you got to know how to take care of your own, run your own shit. How you gonna know how to run your own household when you really don't even know how to take care of yourself? If you don't know how to take care of yourself, you can't run no household. But you got brothers just so concerned about being under, I want that woman. Okay, but do you know how to take care of yourself? Because I got news for you. When shit hit the fan, when shit goes south, she gonna be looking at you for answers. What, you gonna be looking at her for answers? That's not how this works. Okay? So either way, the responsibility is going to fall on you. So you have to know how to stand on your own too. And you have to be mature to be able to make responsible decisions if it's in your power to do so. Always remember this: if another brother may wish he would be in your shoes, maybe to have some freedom to be able to do this or do that. Some brothers are wishing like, man, if only I had this truth prior to going through this, going through that, I definitely would have made better decisions. Her made a better decision, sir. And you don't even use their examples as an example to make better decisions yourself. This is GNT, the Good News Translation, same verse. It says, be independent. Like I said, it's not talking about being selfish. Okay. It says, never, as long as you live, give anyone power over you, whether it be son, wife, brother, or friend. Yes. And that's what most individuals have a problem with, especially dealing with that wife. Okay. You don't do it. You don't. And the scriptures tell you not to give women your strength. Okay. It says, don't give your property to anyone. You might change your mind and have to ask for it back. As long as you have breath in your body, don't let anyone lead your life for you. It is better that your children be dependent on you than the other way around. Keep control over all that you do. Don't let anything stain your reputation. Wait until the last moment of your life when you are breathing your last, then divide your property among your heirs. Now, we ain't got to worry about that now. But in general, man, you got to know how to take care of yourself. Life is going to teach you as a man. Life is going to teach you that you don't have nothing to fall back on. We don't get, Esau don't give us no help or no support like he would give a damn woman. That's just not how life works for us, man. You know what I'm saying? And if you do have the luxury of having family or whatnot to receive you in or whatever, count that as a blessing. But you got to be quick to say, okay, look, I got to know how to get out there. I got to get out there. I got to get on my own 2 feet. I got to actually live an example, like Elder D-Mash is saying, we get on Esau, Edom all the time about being a horrible, poor leader. But even our own lives are out of order. What kind of example are we setting? Because a brother is going to examine you in your situation. And if you're trying to counsel him on what's right, he's just going to look at you and say, well, wait a minute, your life ain't in order. So what kind of example is you leading? So we always have to self-reflect, and we get on ourselves about this. And I'm just telling you, as a man, okay, out here, there is no support for you, man. And you don't want to be dependent on nobody else. You know, you got to know how to be able to take care of yourself. And we all need help. And that's the thing. We all need help. Okay. But a lot of you brothers are in such positions where you shouldn't even be making some of these decisions you're making, but you're just doing it anyway because you want, I don't know, lust or the pleasure of the flesh. Okay. You don't know, you don't want to really sacrifice and be uncomfortable for a little bit. You're gonna have to, because I got news for you. Life is gonna force you to. And if those times come across you and you don't know what to do, you just, you kind of losing it because you like, damn, I ain't never been this uncomfortable or whatnot. Well, you better embrace that because that's what life is going to throw at you. But you have to know how to endure. You have to know how to keep moving. Okay. As a man, you have to know how to make better decisions. All right. And you have to know how to listen to leadership, listen to counsel. Okay. These men are just trying to help you. And brothers' counsel is just trying to help you. That's it. And even while the brothers give counsel, they themselves are trying to make sure that they have leading a good example, in life to give counsel to one another. And you should learn how to actually listen, because if once somebody finds out, okay, this brother ain't listening, then now he's like, okay, well, now the Lord just got to step in. Let the Lord get him, or just let Esau get him. Brothers don't want to hearken to listen. So you got to make sure you fucking listening, man. And that's just really the moral of what I want to say, man. As a man, you have to know how to take care of yourself. You have to know how to lead by example. You have to mature. You have to grow. And you should consider yourself fortunate to have men that can give you life lessons and that can give you counsel, because not all of us had that growing up. I wish I had anybody to tell me a fraction of the things that I had to learn or that I know today. And then you have brothers telling you that, and you still just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna do what I want to do anyway. Okay, but then when adversity comes to your door, or troublesome time come to your door, that man just gonna be looking at you like, well, didn't we already talk about this? So then eventually he ain't gonna want to say nothing to you no more, and then now you got to learn life the hard way, any damn way. Okay, there's a phrase out there that says, a smart man will learn from, what is it? A smart man will learn from others' mistakes. Okay, something about like you learn from your own mistakes. This is a smart man, but a wise man will learn from the mistakes of others, right? And if they're giving you counsel and advice, you should consider those things. Consider, okay? A lot of you brothers, your own life ain't even together, but you just so concerned about a damn woman or something, or you so concerned about getting this or getting that, when you need to be prioritizing your own life decisions that's going to help better you. You need to be prioritizing that first before you concern yourself about chasing behind some damn woman or something, man. Get your own life together fucking first, because in this world, nobody's going to receive you back in, okay? As a man, all you have in the truth is really Yahweh Shem Shah and the brotherhood, all right? So with that, shalom.